In this video lesson, I want to share with you some jazz snare drum comping. Now, you may have heard the word before, comping. What does it mean? Essentially, comping is a jazz term for a drummer that means to accompany or to complement the music. A lot of times you might be seeing jazz drummers playing and they're doing various things with their left hand on the snare drum. Well, that's comping. What they're doing is they're listening to the other players around to see what's going on, to see how they can accompany or complement the melody, the soloist, filling in the holes, etc., etc. Let's start with some basic jazz comping for the left hand. Now, if you look at exercise 1 on the sheet music provided, what we're going to do is we're going to play our hands in unison. So you're going to notice that the jazz ride cymbal pattern is being played with the right hand on the ride, left foot is being played on 2 and 4. Your left hand is just going to play together or in unison with your right hand. Check this out. Exercise number 2 is a consistent pattern. Now, what I mean by that is your left hand is going to play the trip and the let of every beat. So you're going to not play the left hand on the quarter notes, just on the last 2 triplets of every beat. Watch this one. Beat number 3. Now this is a cool one. Take a look at the sheet music. You'll notice that much like what we did in exercise number 2, we're going to have the snare drum on the last 2 triplets of beat 1. And if we move over to beat 3, you're going to notice there are 3 eighth note triplets back to back on 3 triplet. I would suggest starting this one slow just to make sure the left hand is lining up properly with the ride cymbal. Check this beat out. Exercise number 4. This is great because the left hand is actually playing a shuffle. Now, if you're not sure what a shuffle is, it's the first and last triplet of every quarter note. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet, 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4. This groove is also known as a jazz shuffle. Watch this. Exercise number 5. Take a look at this one. This is cool. We're going to put the left hand on the middle triplet of each beat. This one you might want to start slow, count out loud to yourself, whatever helps. This one's a little bit tricky, but be patient with this and it'll come. Watch how this one sounds. Exercise number 6, we're going to take the left hand and comp on the last triplet of every quarter note. 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. That's your left hand. Ready? Here we go. This concludes the portion of the jazz snare drum comping. Now, what I would suggest is make sure you practice these with a metronome. Start slow. If you're having a hard time with these, maybe eliminate the hi-hat for a while and just work on the right hand and the left hand. Then try to bring that in a little bit, and never cause too much stress on yourself when you're practicing. Remember, practicing is supposed to be fun. I wouldn't get too crazy or too fast right off the bat because you don't want to jeopardize the ride cymbal pattern when you're playing jazz. The most important focus when we play music is to keep time and to keep a good groove happening. So the idea is to take it slow, Also, when you're working on comping, try to play as soft as you can. You know, one of the biggest assets that a drummer can have is to be able to play extremely soft, especially when playing jazz. Head off to your drum set, start working on these.